Hi, I'm Mary McKay, and welcome back to another episode of Positive Talks with Mary. So, let me start off by asking, what time do you typically get up in the morning? 6 something, 7, 8, maybe later? How about any of those early morning people? 5 o'clockers? Anybody early than that? Comment below what time you get up in the morning, because there was actually a poll done by Vanderkam of the top 20 business executives, and they found out that 90% of executives surveyed wake up before 6 a.m. And here's a couple examples. Apple CEO Tim Cook and Starbucks executive both get up at 3:45 in the morning. Pepsi CEO rises at 4 in the morning. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey wakes up at 5 in the morning. And if you're wondering, like, why are all these people getting up so early in the morning? Well, good question, because these extremely successful Fortune 500 CEOs are getting up because there are so many benefits of waking up early and waking up at 5 in the morning. And here are 5 of those benefits that we're going to go over. So let's just jump right into it. And the first benefit that we're going to talk about of waking up at 5 is increased productivity. You know, starting your day early is great for just really getting ahead and start the day's task, and this can increase your overall productivity throughout the day. And as you know, the morning hours can be so rushed. They can be so hectic. There are so many things going on. You know, you're trying to wake up, you're trying to get dressed, eat a little bite to eat. And if you have kids, you're trying to get them up, get them dressed, get them out the door in a timely manner. And you know, there's just not a whole bunch of time for you and for getting other projects done because everything is so rushed and it is so hectic. So getting up early can really help you take advantage of those quiet, those less distracting morning hours, you know, before everything just turns crazy, hectic, wild. And for you to really just be able to focus on you, focus on some task or an important project that you've been working on, really giving you a head start to the day and to make better use of your time, which is something that all successful people say, is that you have to be able to prioritize your task and the things that are important to you. So if you get up early, you have a little bit more extra time on your hands to get those tasks done and to get those projects done. And there have been several studies that have found that waking up in the early hours of the morning, it just helps people to be more alert and to have better cognitive function, which is, this is like learning, thinking, problem solving, being able to remember things, you know, just things along that line. And that all goes hand in hand with success and being able to achieve your goals. So let me ask, do you ever get the afternoon slump? Or like at any moment you could just pass out, you could just get the head bob, you know, because I have been there so many times in the afternoon slumps, and it is just not fun. And it makes the day feel like it is going to go by so slow. You know, like it's just never going to end. But waking up early is such a great day to help combat that afternoon slumps. One, because it does give you more energy. But if you have time to get some of those early morning task done, to work on a little bit of extra projects in the morning, and then when the afternoon clump comes, you're not going to have so much to do because you've already accomplished and got those other tasks done in the morning. So waking up early can really help combat that afternoon slump. And I do want to mention that I actually do get up early in the morning. I get up at 4 in the morning. One reason is because my job requires me to be up early. I do get to work at 5 in the morning, but I have to say, before I got this job, I was normally up, you know, on the weekdays, like 6:30 or something. But I get up a lot earlier, and I never thought in my life that I would be getting up so early and being okay with it. At first, it was definitely something to adjust to because I have never got up at 4 in the morning, like really ever in my whole entire life, unless it was Christmas, you know, and Santa had come. But yeah, I never got up early, but I've been doing it now for a little bit, and it's actually really nice. One reason, because I get up early, I get all of my stuff done so early in the day, and I have so much extra time throughout the day to get whatever else that I need to be done. And I've also noticed that on the weekends, I do sort of sleep in a little bit on Saturday because I'm like, I don't want to get up at 4 in the morning on Saturday, you know, because I don't have to work. But I have noticed that I get so tired throughout the day that I just sort of feel like in a slump, like in a daze all day long when I sleep in later than 4. And I guess it's because it's not in my schedule, but I just feel so like icky and sleepy and that I could just lay in bed all day. But when I get up early, when I tackle the day and I just get all of those things done and start my day so much earlier, like I honestly feel so much more energized. I feel like my brain's working faster and better, and there are a lot of benefits of that. So that's just me and what I do, and it just gives me time in the morning. Like it's everything is just so quiet. It's just me. I don't have to hear anything else or talk to anybody else before I get up, and I can just really focus on myself and spend some time with God in the morning, and also, be able to get to work and be able to function properly when I get to work, because I do work at a radio station, and so I have to be able to talk. And honestly, you wouldn't think at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning that your brain would be able to function like that. But I feel like it functions so much better in the morning time than when I'm having to do talking, say, after lunchtime. I just feel so much slower. Like my brain feels slower. Like I can't process everything quickly. I can't get my words across or my thoughts. So, that's just some benefits that I have noticed personally myself with getting up early. And I highly recommend it. You don't have to get up at 4 in the morning, but try getting up at 5 in the morning a couple of times and, maybe doing a little bit of exercise or something and just seeing where that takes you and how that makes you feel, because it could really make a huge difference in your day and also in the time that you have to do other tasks and projects. So now moving on to the second one, and we're going to be talking about how waking up early in the morning gives you better focus. And one of the things about the early mornings that is so nice is that it's just quiet. It's just so less distracting. Not that much is going on. And it's honestly the perfect time to work on any task that need to be completed and to also just make such better use of your time. When there's so many distractions going on, it's hard to work on your task and work on what needs to be done. But if you can fully immerse yourself into your work and to minimize some of those distractions, it's really, really going to help you in achieving your goal. And I have a quote from Apple CEO Tim Cook, who I mentioned earlier, and he also gets up at 3:45 in the morning. And this is what he said. He said, "For me, the early morning is the best time of the day. There is less noise, less competition for time and attention. It's just a great time to focus on whatever you need to do. You will be better focused throughout the day when you start the day early, because you'll be able to prioritize those intentions for the day. You're going to be able to set up and plan your schedule throughout the day, prioritize those tasks, and, which can really help you be able to stay focused and stay on track throughout the day." All right, now moving on to the third one, which is improved physical and mental health. And this is another key benefit of starting your day early or starting it at 5 in the morning. And, better sleep is one of the main ones. Having good sleep is important overall, but it is crucial. Having good sleep is crucial when it comes to combating tasks, doing those projects and obstacles that the day brings. Adequate sleep is just so important for your overall health. And there's been a lot of research that has backed up that people who wake up early, they tend to get better sleep than people who stay up later at night. And also getting a really good night's sleep is really good for your immune system. It's for better cardiovascular health and a lower risk of depression and anxiety, so that is such a great thing to be able to get good sleep, because it makes you feel better throughout the day. When I don't sleep good and I have to get up early, I feel ill all day long and I just feel tired. And I'm like, nobody mess with me. Nobody talk with me. I just want to sleep. But when you get that really good night's sleep, when you go to bed just a little bit earlier, and you don't stay up too late and you're not on your phone or a couple hours before you go to bed, and you can really just lay there and relax and get your mind to settle down before bed, it's going to lead to a better overall sleep for you, which will lead to a better next day. So try to get some good sleep, make that a priority in your life, and try to get a sleep schedule. I do go to bed every night at 9:30. and I'm late a couple of minutes, and sometimes it's like 10 o'clock. But I really do try to get in bed early so I can get some sleep, so I can feel good the next day and to feel good at my job because like I have to talk on the radio and I have to be able to think very, very quick on my feet. And if I don't get a good sleep and I'm tired and I stayed up way too late, it is just not a good day for anybody. So I don't know if you can relate to that, but maybe so. And try just, try getting a sleep schedule and getting a little bit more sleep and see how that changes your day. So, anyway, moving on to the fourth one, and this is starting your day early can give you more time for self care and also for personal development. So, this means that you're going to have more time for activities that are going to help promote and grow you. And this can sort of be like exercise, getting into God's word, doing some type of yoga, getting outside, writing in your journal. You can have a gratitude journal. You can also do some reading. There's a lot of things that you can do that's just for you. And even those hobbies and those interests that you have that you don't really have all the time in the world that you would like to put into them. If you get up a little bit earlier in the morning, you get up at 5 o'clock, you're going to have extra time for those activities and for those hobbies that you want to do. And a lot of successful people attribute their success of making time for self-care and personal development in the morning. And Oprah even said, here's a quote from her. She said, I try to do some form of meditation, yoga, or exercise in the morning before my day begins. I find that it helps me to feel calm, to feel centered, and it really just sets the tone for the day ahead. So that's what Oprah said, and look how successful she is. I mean, she has a huge TV show, a TV network, a magazine. I mean, like she's done everything. And if Oprah says, well, you need to do some yoga, you need to do some time for self-care for yourself, then we should definitely take that into consideration. But honestly, it's really just going to help you start the day just feeling refreshed, feeling energized, which if you're feeling refreshed, if you're feeling energized, it's going to help increase your productivity. It's going to help lead to better focus. And it's also good for your mental health because mental health does matter. Good mental health matters. And since we're talking about personal development in this, you can start creating, you can start living the life of your dreams right now by setting your clock 30 minutes to an hour earlier. And watch how much more time you have to grow yourself throughout the day and to work on your goals because you cannot be successful if you don't work every day on growing yourself and taking active steps and achieving your growth. So personal development is helping to achieve your goals and helping you achieve and reach success in your life. And finally, moving on to the last benefit of waking up early in the morning or waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning is that you have a sense of accomplishment. There's just a lot of things throughout the day that we really cannot control that are completely out of our hands. But starting your day at 5 a.m. can really just make you feel like you're taking charge of your day, that you are in control of your day and your time. And it can also just help you feel, again, more energized and more prepared for the day ahead. And I have a Bible verse here for you. It is from Psalms 119, 147, and it says, I rise early before the sun is up. I cry out for help and I put my hope in your words. Waking up early is just such a great time really for you to be able to dive into God's word, to ask him to be there with you throughout the day, for him to be able to guide you, for him to be able to lead you, and to give you the strength that you need throughout the day. Because once again, we cannot control everything throughout the day. We don't know the obstacles and the challenges and the things that we're going to face throughout the day, but God knows exactly what we're going to face, and he's walked before us. He knows everything that today, tomorrow, the next day, 20 years from now is going to hold. And if you start your day saying, God, look, you know what's going to happen. I don't. Prepare me for what's going to happen throughout the day. Guide me, lead me, direct me through everything that I need to get me through this day. You know, it's going to help you have an overall better day. Starting your day with God is the best thing that you could ever do for yourself. So take a little bit of extra time and make sure to start your day with God. So yeah, that's it on the 5 key benefits of getting up early or getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And here's a quick little summary, just real quick, of everything that I went over. So 1, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're going to have increased productivity. You're going to have better focus with less distractions, better sleep, which equals overall better health, more time for personal growth. This gives you time to work on yourself, to work on any activities, projects, to work on your goals, just to have a little bit of quiet time before everything gets so hectic throughout the day. Also, and lastly, this does give you a sense of accomplishment because you got up early, you got things done, you worked on some projects, you read a book, you talked to God, you worked on those goals that you have and those dreams that you have for yourself. So that's something that you can check off your box. And if nothing else goes good throughout the day, at least you had a good morning routine. That's all that matters. So yeah, I really hope that this has encouraged you. I hope that this has inspired you to start getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Do it a couple nights a week. Try it out and just see how it makes you feel. You know, it takes some time to adjust if you're not really used to getting up at that time, but trust me, you can do it. If I can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you can definitely get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and just watch how it makes a difference in your day. And overall, after you do it for a couple of weeks, you do it for a couple of months, like your body is going to get used to that, and it makes you feel so much better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more time to do things that you want to do, and that's important. You also need to have time for you. You need to have time for your goals and not just pour it in all your time into everybody else. You have to spend time on yourself too. So I hope this has encouraged you. Comment below your thoughts on this. Again, comment too what time you get up in the morning. I would love to connect with you guys and hear from you. So comment, and if you haven't done it, make sure to like and subscribe to this video and to this channel. You can even press the bell button so you'll know, you'll be notified when all the videos are out and everything that we're doing on this channel. And if you haven't done it too, you can follow my Instagram page. It's just Positive Talks with Mary. A lot of good things are going down there too. And yeah, I think that's it for today, but I'll see you back here next week with another video.